Hello all, and welcome to Explained with Dylan. Scientists from Montreal and Bengaluru have detected a radio wave signal from 8.8 billion light years away. Now sadly, this is not a signal from aliens. Galaxies emit radio waves all the time. In fact, this one was likely created by hydrogen. It was created when the universe was an infant. It was only 4.9 billion years old. I mean, that's practically younger than this massive computer next to me that no one ever uses. As a reference point, the universe is now estimated to be 13.7 billion years old. So there is quite a big difference. That radio signal was created a very long time ago, and from very far away. It is very hard to detect signals like this. In fact, this is one of the furthest they have found a signal for, but it's becoming increasingly more common because of larger satellites, more funding for them, and better technology, but also a process called gravitational lensing. Gravitational lensing is a hard process to describe, but I'm going to try my best. So, picture this being a radio signal, and this being the Earth. The radio signal just goes straight into the Earth. But it is really hard to detect a signal so small. I know compared to the Earth, and this signal's massive. But the signal is extremely minuscule. It is almost impossible to detect. But due to a process called gravitational lensing, it is made possible. That is when there's something between the signal and the Earth. Call it another galaxy normally. So this signal was emitted from galaxy over here, and it's coming this way. But in the middle is this galaxy. So the signal's coming around, but once it hits the galaxy, it kind of divides. So it grows. It's not this big. It's still extremely small, but it just spreads out just enough to go through, and then it comes to the Earth. That is an awful explanation, despite me being explained with Dylan. But in short, there's something in the middle of the two objects that is blocking it, so that it has to spread out, which makes it slightly larger for the Earth to detect it. This is really cool that we are able to detect this more often, because it more or less gives scientists a glimpse in what the universe was like 8.8 billion years ago. Obviously, they don't know for sure, but the fact that there was a ton of hydrogen around, and the universe was very hot and very dense at the time, makes sense. Now, obviously, that galaxy is far older than the Milky Way, which means that it would have been more developed at the time. The Milky Way didn't even exist, but you still can sort of see what was happening to the Milky Way before it existed, and when it first started to exist, based on what happened to that galaxy at the time. So in short, because of this, scientists are able to figure more and more out of how everything came to be. Thanks for watching.